let's head over to the United States. This is very important. I did some of the math behind the scenes just to make sense of it, and it makes total sense, and it's not good. What am I talking about here? The cost of living, the American dream for a lifetime, has reached a whopping $5 million. $5 million to live, to have your modest home, a car, maybe a motorcycle, go to school. Wow, $5 million. What in the world has happened to us? When I was growing up, it was assumed that pretty much everyone in my generation would be able to achieve the American dream. But today, most of the US population is not living the American dream, and more people are falling out of the middle class every day. Now, back on, it wasn't Mike in the Night, with short videos we made, how much do you need to be in middle class in America? And it was a striking number back in 2012, 2013 already, right? As I have detailed in previous articles, this is particularly true for millennials and those in the Generation Z. The collective prosperity of the middle class has been declining for the extended period of time, and now that long-term decline threatens to become full-blown avalanche. Borrowing more money always creates pain, and since 2009, our leaders in Washington have borrowed and spent $27 trillion that we did not have. Pumping all the extra money into the system has had very serious consequences because now the purchasing power of our dollars have been greatly diminished. Now, it goes into the American dream, and if your household, listen to this, and we're going to get to numbers here, folks. Is your household going to bring in $5 million over a course of a lifetime? Sadly, most U.S. households don't have a prayer of getting anywhere even close to that. But if you want to live the American dream for an entire lifetime, that is what it's going to take. We live at a time where virtually everything is steadily becoming more expensive. In a previous article, I explained how each month the average family of four spends $996 in groceries, $1,437 on health insurance, $745 on a vehicle, payment of $2,259 mortgage payments. Once upon a time, it was quite common for Americans to have large families, but in our raising children has become so expensive. In fact, is being estimated that the cost of raising two children all the way through college will cost you $876,000. And this is one of the reasons why our society values money so much at this stage. The truth is that it takes a giant pile of money each month just to live a normal life. Older Americans are far more likely to be living middle-class lifestyle right now because they control most of the wealth. And so it just goes into right here, estimated 30-year-olds who are both married and homeowners from 1950 to 2025. And there it is. And that's where it's going. So we did make quite a few videos linked to this, discussing this. And American Dream is dead. It's all survival. Average American has $90,000 in debt. 8 million just entered into poverty. That was 4 months ago. American Dream is dead. It's all survival. Now, 40% of Americans struggling. We call it Amerifornia 7 years ago. Recent survey shows that at least 40% of all U.S. residents struggling consistently to meet at least one of their basic needs. That was 7 years ago. There is no American Dream anymore. It's only survival. 50% of Americans say their savings are done 5 years ago, just before they pull the trigger on a pandemic. American Dream is dead. It's all survival now. How many times did I make this video? Holy. So, house broke, Westerners not traveling as much, not starting families, taking on too much debt 7 years ago. So, there it is right there, folks. We've been covering this and we've been on this American Dream, and it's all survival now. Now, I want to add something to this little segment. It's really interesting, and I was talking to Supreme Canon about this. And it was very simple. I spent 6 weeks 5 weeks and change in the Philippines. And, taking notes, figuring out, seeing what's going on financially, on the financial side of things, on the living side of things. The average Filipino person makes 1.4, let's stretch it a bit, to 2 million pesos in their lifetime. 2 million pesos in their whole lifetime, from 12 years old, working at 12 years old, to about 67. The average Filipino makes, let's say, 2 million. Let's really go there. 2 million pesos in their lifetime. And that in that 2 million pesos, they have a car, one or two motorcycles, a house. They have their own house, free and clear. And they have their house free and clear. Okay? And they put their kids through school. They pay their bills, they go to fiestas, and they live a decent life. They live a grateful life. They can be, happy to God. They have a grateful life. No one's pissed off. Everyone's in a good mood. And I'm overstating 2 million pesos. I'm really kind of over trajectorying it. And we're talking about they have a home. It's theirs. They even have a little piece of land somewhere to maybe one day build another property, a couple of motorcycles, a car, in their lifetimes. And what's really troubling me is that that's about 50,000, maybe less than $50,000 Canadian they would make in an entire lifetime. They have their home. And go look at the house we built in the Philippines. We have a complete playlist of the home we built in the Philippines for $7,000. Go look at what we put in, what we did, where we live, what we're doing, the lifestyle. And I enjoy that lifestyle a lot. That we're contemplating to move now. Because we're paying through the nose to be here in the West, and we're not getting back our bang for the buck. So we're getting robbed somewhere. Oh, and the food there is 10 times better. The food's all natural. Man, I walk down dirt roads, pick up, oh, look at this mango that fell off the tree. Oh, man, look at these coconuts. I'm going to go cut them. Oh, look at this. Hey, I'm going to go fishing today and bring home a 3-foot tuna. 35-foot, 40-foot, 3-foot tuna. So something ain't right, folks. I'm going to be going to Portugal in 3 weeks, and I'm going to be investigating over there what the cost of everything is, what the average person makes in a lifetime, and what you need to survive. And that's another expat place, and I'm going to go investigate that for you guys. So the American dream is dead. If you need to make $5 million just to live an average 1985 life that they did in 1985, things don't look good, folks. Things are going to get dark real fast.